Jason, that we go ahead and get this show on the road, huh?
Yeah. I need to pick me up.
Let's not mince words. Let's just jump right into it.
Alright. We finding out the best set for Lenny.
They have quick guides out on catching mains for both of the characters.
I watched Zog's video before, so I kind of know what he needs.
I mean, I
came
got
here
it
several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up.
Surprisingly
I hope the food here will
enough.
be to your taste.
Oh, the quest has started.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
We haven't eaten
it's all
at a
good.
hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
I don't have a
I'll
single
go order
lava
for us
walker
first.
piece.
Please wait here a moment.
Lava Walker's his best.
It's like his third best.
Oh, other than the new set.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think I'm just gonna go two piece for now.
Okay.
Ooh,
Two piece crimson wedge, two
looks
piece
so
attack.
good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course.
Oh, wait, maybe
Go
I
ahead,
can go-
try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
Still did.
Oh fuck! I forgot to turn on the music. God damn it.
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well,
God, this sounds
we've certainly
horrifying
taken a big
with no
step
music.
forward.
Yeah, all about
I think
this.
that's about it. I
God
know that
damn
there's
it.
an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right
Yeah.
in front of us, Paimon wouldn't
Is
have
this how
ever
people
believed
talk?
that a person
Do
could
we
be
talk to each other like this?
like that.
Right?
I can hear the
It was
echo.
because this was such a preposterous notion
Yo,
that the
it's,
investigation could never really move forward before.
This sounds horrifying without music.
If only that guy could have finished speaking.
It's so in your face.
It is.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can
Like,
seem
bro, this
a
place
yawning
is
chasm
lifeless.
if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have
God
high hopes
damn it,
that
what's
the
going
following
on?
Authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that it's easy to guard against and deceive
I can't.
a single narrow
Nope.
perspective.
Nope. I
A
can't do
shift
this.
in thinking is required at such, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists.
Cool,
Those
can I control the
high-level
traveler for
folk
2 seconds?
Are not all-knowing. That's why we exist.
I guess not.
To seep into the cracks where filth falls through.
Yes.
Seems
Shut up, Paimon.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt let's talk about something else.
Oh my god, please stop talking.
What are your future plans?
that's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways?
Guess that's Spina
I
di
gotta
Rosula's
almost
boss,
die
Rita.
every time you want to talk to an
Chock full of
Archon.
sketchy ideas.
What's a guy gotta do to fucking talk to an Archon?
Have in mind.
Like,
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending. And
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
Yeah, this hardly seems like a good idea.
here's another.
yeah.
Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake
Ah,
her
perfect.
up in the dead of night. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
Boy, we're feeling some sass right now.
Who's in your room
But that's not really
trying to
the
talk to you while you
problem.
asleep?
The
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a...
I thought she was being a bitch.
All right. No more joking around.
Oh, there we go.
Perhaps you did defeat
Cut the
her in
line?
court,
Come on now.
clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, why don't we give it a try after this meal?
Huh? Paimon, did you...
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying
No, it's fine.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fonta.
Is that so?
Fanta? Is that supposed to be like Fanta?
In that case, we'll have to blacklist the
Why
phone
not
here.
Why not Fanta?
If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're...
Go, shush, go. Leave me alone. Let me control the traveler, for fuck's sake! Today has gone off the rails. Today has gone... It's all started with that dumbass fucking pull session we did.
Bro.
Oh, so full.
Oh my god, Paimon, please just shut
barely
up and let me
full
turn on the
anymore.
music.
Nah, that would be so... normal.
Okay.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing this...
Let's get ready.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to...
Thanks.
In any case, I wish you smooth...
See ya. Adios. Goodbye. Arrivederci.
He fails with crit rate too?
Does he?
Good lord.
Oh, thank God.
And he also needs what is it? Fatui mats, so I'm good on that.
Oh, like insignias?
Yeah.
Interesting. Where am I going? This way. Alright.
I think you've explored enough to see the background and shit. Time to use the teleporters.
Yeah, you're right.
And you're lying.
I definitely have. I didn't tell you. I've unlocked all the teleporters except for like 2.
Bro.
Yeah, I've been busy today. Oh look, another E.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Oh, that voice again.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again? Ugh, that's
Vache.
kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Hell no.
Vache.
Hey,
Vache.
why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache. Hey,
Uh-oh.
Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Uh-oh.
That would just be hopping realms and dimensions and shit.
Bro, the same shit happened in Sumeru.
Yeah, yep. Up.
The power of water.
Vache. Are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know
I'm sorry, who are you?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories
You don't got a name tag?
have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments.
Ha, washed away like a flood. I see what happened.
Never to be recovered.
Hello?
Yeah.
My Discord, like, restarted for some reason.
Oh.
How much have I lost?
Can you still see my screen or no?
Once held dear
No.
while on
Oh,
land.
hold on.
Have I since forgotten?
One sec.
Vache? Oh
Vache.
yeah, he can use Vermilion.
There we go. Alright. You see?
Yes, that is what I was.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
But now,
Okay.
I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
So this person used to be a
I do
human?
not know how I came to be like this either.
Wait a second.
I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water. I also remember going to many places.
There you go.
I loved adventure.
Wait, so are they being dumped into the fucking fountain?
No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. But now, we can no longer go back. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create the thought of me.
This is morbid as hell. Am I talking to this thing in the fucking afterlife?
Beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow.
She dissolved in front of him? That
If only I
sucks.
could have comforted him. Told him that is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have... I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell then.
I think you're your companion. It's not for you, I think.
To sense my presence. Remember, if you see
That's a
Vache,
good quest. Ugh.
Interesting. Oh shit,
Oh
cutscene.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Whoa, what's going on? Oh my god, the robots are going nuts!
It's my
The homie! We need to help him! What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
What is going on? This is sick,
It's
by
up
the
as a
way.
sword or a claymore.
That's definitely a claymore. She's holding it like a claymore.
Yeah.
Not the dull sword.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Bruh, I could take him. Come on now.
Chlorand?
Is she gonna wipe him out? Oh!
Well, she's Electro.
She has the. Is that the
Yeah.
Iron Sting?
I think that's the either the battle pass or the craft
Quick, now's
sword.
our chance!
Oh, that's
Oh.
sick! Oh my god! Holy shit, this character's amazing. Bro, she doesn't use a gun, I'm gonna be tight.
Bro. It's definitely gonna be in her
In her skill?
either that or her normals. I hope
Yeah.
it's more than just her normals.
Bro, that, you telling me that doesn't look like the Iron Sting?
It does look like the Iron Sting. It could be the Iron Sting. That was like the white blonde.
Right? But we did say she was gonna be Geo, huh?
Yeah.
That was an amazing cutscene.
Bro, Chlorine, did you
Thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has
No
followed you
shit.
more
Oh my
closely
god, her
than you.
voice. This is the first time we're hearing her. The first time I'm hearing her.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
She saved your life!
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure
Oh my
your
god,
safety.
I love her
I
voice.
will not betray his trust.
Yeah.
He would do.
Do not speak of my father.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Cloran.
Thank you.
My guy, Melus!
I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever.
She's giving me some serious Sarah vibes right now.
How did you come to the conclusion that I'd
Yeah.
be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Who could it be? Bro, it better not be some random
Sure they
NPC,
know
I
about
swear
me.
to God.
To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
Maison
None of
Gardiennage.
these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
Okay.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Man, she just saved your life. Navia.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe
Oh.
that Miss
There's a
Cloran
reason why
was
she was
being
acting cold to her.
sincere.
There must be a reason.
If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Cloran who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh,
Bruh.
come now.
Nah.
Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth,
Of course not.
I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
Oh, oui, indeed.
They're like, I don't know about you, but if it was
That's
me,
enough.
I'd have joined up.
Nadia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than
it.
she thought.
Yes, all thanks to you.
These like
Paimon.
little like shots that they're taking at Paimon are funny.
That
They are.
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of
Then
our
they're not.
bases when I suddenly thought of what you said, that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the...
Yes. So
That's
if you
crazy.
hadn't drunk that cup
Wait,
for me,
what?
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you. As
She
you
was
speak.
gonna die.
He was gonna turn into water.
Really?
This bitch was gonna turn into some
people to host at the
condensation
board to
on the side of a fucking can.
whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the travel... Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you were...
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important.
There we go. Fade out. Fade in.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell.
Vache?
Vache.
I suppose he hasn't stepped forward since he saw that young woman dissolve. He was at least at the crime scene, but he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordials. Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Duh.
Well,
They almost tried to kill us.
Our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
I'm so happy
talk
when he
too much.
talks.
He just makes me smile.
Let's head back to one
His
of our
voice
places now.
naturally makes me
I'll
smile.
arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that
Deepen our
one step at a
bonds.
time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Go to Spina di Rosula stronghold. Oh,
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I
It's right
just
up ahead. But
damn it.
Let's make sure.
I've been
Well,
keeping watch,
I
Demoiselle.
fell
I haven't
like
spotted
in
anyone
between the
suspicious thus
steps,
far.
and there was a common chest there, and I couldn't pick it
Very
up.
good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
No, thank you, Malus.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Gotta mark that.
Easy money.
Gotta mark that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta mark that. Boom, boom, boom.
Sir?
Gotta mark that.
Copyright me
Oh yeah.
for you singing that.
Yeah.
Where the hell?
Yes. It keeps going.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
You lucky you didn't have Beto there.
Men! Ah, how nice.
Stefano!
Bro.
Tee Nice. Oh look, I think this is one of the ones I was missing. Might be the. That might be the. Oh, never mind. I still need 2 more. Talk to Melush.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your
Come
I think
on,
it's kind of
baby.
cool.
been arranged. Under the
I like
present
it.
circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Bruh, Traveler's walking around here with 8 million Mora in his fucking
In
pockets.
fact,
Yep.
our funds often come from
Never
citizens
offering to pay for
and
any meals ever.
Nope.
Looks like it's tough times for
Hey, let me
everyone.
buy you some food, man.
But if you have
I'm
to
just a
support
blacksmith.
people, that does
The-
sound like
I
Uh,
make
the-
I make
the
$5 a day.
The opposite,
To be
actually.
honest,
We're out here like,
the
oh, we gotta do
financial
commissions
situation
to
was
make
a
more
lot
money.
better back when my father was in
Yeah.
charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
your father. He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me
Mm,
to...
Yes, Melus,
I'll
please
explain
tell
it
me.
myself.
Oh,
I
okay,
suppose
never
could run
mind.
to
I
this
guess
topic
not.
Forever. And as partners, my father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
I don't know who that
3
is.
years ago,
In the
he was
streets.
accused of
In the
murdering
streets.
his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer.
Oh my god, did he get killed by
Sure he was set.
Chlorind?
At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial...
I mean, I've taken 2 and 2 and put them together.
Something amiss would pop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Jeez.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Oh,
Demoiselle, please.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle.
Ah, thank you, my lord.
Callus did so much good in
No.
life, yet
Love this guy.
all it took
yeah, he has a
was
Morgan
murder
Freeman type
case
voice.
for
He really does.
Callus
You know
He
what I'm
definitely
saying?
does.
He can narrate my
Even our
life.
supporters
No,
did
dead ass.
greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't...
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People
feel like it's
love
more
watching
amplified
the
here,
evil
though.
Turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could...
Getting a little real there, aren't we?
Never mind.
Word.
If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus
There it is.
was
There it
Miss
is.
Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who... Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice.
It's not that I don't understand her at all,
Bro.
but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry,
That's a lot.
Maria. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't
What
have
happened?
to force yourself to do that.
I've been
Afterward,
looking for
Miss
henna
Clorand
berries.
told us that at the start
I've
of the
been
duel,
looking for henna berries for
Master Callus
Farazan,
requested that
and
she
I had to
ensure
give up
there
like
was no
3 of them
obvious
for a commission.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes,
me off
that is
as
our
well.
understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jeez.
that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Oh, shush.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Have you done the event or no?
Nah.
You got a good amount of primos from doing that. So, and it's literally exploring Fontaine.
Oh,
Like they show you where some of the local specialties are, and you're gonna get some of the locations for Linny stuff.
bet.
Yeah.
Feels almost
Same with Lynette.
safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that.
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to... I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to and that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where
Ooh.
detailed files on all the cases and if the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went
Oceanid?
missing
No,
recently,
she did not just say that.
should be able to
Yo,
find some
that's
related
what
information.
I'm saying. Every character calls that shit Oceanid.
Contains an archive
Oceanid?
Nah, that's not how you say
Oceanid,
that.
not the name.
for you.
I refuse to accept that.
Talk to him.
Um,
That shit is Oceanid until further notice.
Coming along?
Yeah, dead ass.
You get to...
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Navia got a lot of baggage, huh?
Yes, it does.
Let's go.
Like a lot.
Let's go see the great Chief Justice Nevelet.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
T8.
Why do I not have this teleport waypoint? Oh my god.
In Sumeru?
Yeah.
Yo. I do like that my traveler lights up blue now.
Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh.
Oh, well, excuse me.
It does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Period.
They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy. So please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through.
Amen.
Chief Justice is just inside.
Oh, that was easy.
Thanks so much.
Knock, knock.
Please come in.
Ah. Hello there, sir. Wow. What a man.
Part of our gym, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
Oh,
It's
God.
all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
Paimon, shut
We're
up!
looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Who is this motherfucker?
That's what I want to know.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right, then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Oh, my.
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Excuse me? What's going on?
It's just like last time.
Yeah.
After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Damn.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
She's talking to the Chief of Justice like that.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
He was not beat for saying his name.
Jeez. Yo, deadass. She was like, I'm not saying all that shit.
Yeah, she went in on him. Oof.
She just unloaded a bunch of fucking emotional baggage on him.
She was like, I tried to get you to stop the... And you didn't.
Navia,
You just chose not to.
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah.
Damn.
If that's what had happened,
Shit.
then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really
Look, I'm
think
telling
I
you.
found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
No, we can go now.
Great. Let's go.
Yeah.
Trying to do this now. Thanks. What the hell? Oh. Why is it making me go? This feels very counterintuitive.
Whoa, what a huge ship!
Oh, this is what I saw
At a
earlier.
place like this.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Cool. Talk to Melius.
Search for it.
Away we go. Oh shit. Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Never mind. Get it later.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one. Well, I didn't bother looking for it actually.
I think it's underwater. There, it looked like there was a place where you could like dive under. Oh God.
Hey, you're supposed to be good at the platformers.
I almost fell.
Melus, we're back.
Hello, Melus.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partner. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so...
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait!
Drugs?
That
Okay.
guy who turned into water also mentioned that the primordial water could be used to produce...
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly
Jacques.
ashamed about his work after
Oh,
seeing
of course,
many families
Jacques.
destroyed by
Oh.
synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard two gunshots
Jacques
from the
Hammer.
courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was
Oh,
already
shit.
dead on the ground.
Oh,
How did that happen?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the two shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
What?
If that's indeed what he wished for, Then he should have told me that himself.
Damn.
Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
Jesus.
I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh, shit.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
What?
The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live, and the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict, but once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No. I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the Unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced.
What?
Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
Yeah, come on, bro. Have you seen my party?
You mustn't forget that we're
Yes, I
fighting
am.
against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside. nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of... The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will.
I guess you could say he is simply one hell of a butler.
Oh, shit.
But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina de... When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina de Rousseau's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it?
Florent?
He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Not Marcel!
Oh, Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. The boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily...
So, they're like a sister?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could...
I see. These are all people who I communicate. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along. Among those...
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Oh. Is there a trial coming up?
Ho ho.
There definitely is. Where am I going?
The wind rises.
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt,
but aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you.
I'm sorry. I appreciate
she is
the
Geo.
sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that
yep,
guilt.
there you go.
Yeah.
On the matter regarding my husband,
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he tried to be as careful as he could.
They found out about his...
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final... I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's... Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense.
But Mama, why is Papa? Papa always wanted to be a good man. So why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah. Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table.
Oh.
I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun, but hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine. And did he lose all faith in the courts After seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor and if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Okay.
You gotta invest a lot before you can start.
Oh, damn. They're all the way over here.
And you were.
What?
I know. You were like in the floor.
Yeah, I was?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia?
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a
This
member
guy
of the
seems
Guard,
fishy.
so the way you make it sound,
The way
I
he's
would think I was
talking.
sent off
Yeah.
to Archon because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal?
I mean, where I work, it's really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a
Poisson.
fantastic job running the town. Building Spina di Rosula from the ground up, and it would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of you?
Ah, yes. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question.
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use...
Well, you see, just recently. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something...
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think, so I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, thank you for the vote of jokes aside. I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
You say, I don't know. You're still gonna go in the book.
I don't know. I'm gonna put you down as a maybe. What's the fastest way to get here? Oh, here it is.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know?
Sure. I will let him know right...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, I'm under...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and...
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even...
Vigilance,
to you
huh?
right now.
Oh, you're giving us
Word.
too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navi, Poisson will always remain safe if anyone dares to lay their hands on you there. The Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last more.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to... Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest...
Oh, it's okay. No need to push
A
yourself.
gunshot?
We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable...
Sounds good. Just let
I
me
said
know
the
if
same
there are
exact
any
thing
more.
at this point.
All my wealth comes from Callus's
A
patronage and
gunshot?
support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
A singular gunshot? Interesting. Go over the clues? Where are we going over the clues? Over here.
Squall Fury.
Ha! That's funny. I didn't even climb all the way up.
Suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I don't know.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway,
Word.
even though
True.
we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still...
But where should we start? Ah, you're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Oh.
Oh, shit. Ah, fuck.
Come on, bro. Think about it. You got this. I believe in you. Think about the clues.
Oh my god. Wait, but I can't check the clues. Oh.
All right, so I remember. So let's look at the facts.
So Florent was there the night. Well, hold on. We're talking about privately owned Gardamex.
Who got money?
I mean, so it's not Florent. It's between Thierry and Marcel. because Marcel controls the fucking money, and then Thierry can control the Gardamex, but he said that they were privately owned, so it's got to be Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
It wasn't him? Are they just gonna make me go through all the options?
Yeah.
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a... But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
I love the facade of choice they give you.
Able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with them? If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find.
Florent? But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security.
So you're saying he's...
Exactly. He can't. Who could it be?
Oh, shit. Oh, wait, so now I can pick someone.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's gotta be fucking...
I mean, it has to be
It's gotta be Marcel.
somebody with something.
I think it's Marcel.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most...
Could we be missing other suspects? Malouse didn't know about the people turning into water thing.
Malouse has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale the suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back...
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malouse did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go...
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
What?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
We need to go defend him.
What? Is that someone you know?
Yeah.
Someone we know.
Him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
It's absurd, don't you think?
Yes.
Wait,
Right, that's cap.
none of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support
I think
any
it's
of
who
our
charged
planned
him.
investigation.
Right. Because they'll think they've already...
Yeah.
But who's
It'll
the
be a
one
lot
that's...
I understand. Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Dude. I just did 124k with my Zhangli ult.
Just as expected
Good lord.
of my partner.
That's a big old meatball.
This is a trial about the serial disappearances case. The culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base. Well, you're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true... I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malouse, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you
I'll
might
be back. Keep going.
require our
Okay.
assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.